welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
In motion, the tight end. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
To the air, Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Completes to Shakir once again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 18 yards for James Cook. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And the talented young man took over as the full-time starter week 6 of last season. Showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down and 8. To throw, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes it's been a beauty.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
He finds Douglas complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
from the shotgun. It's May. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New England.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here is May. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Allen, nifty footwork. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
James Cook
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bills have retaken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's May.
Hunter Henry brings it in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
3rd and 3. To the air, May. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Patriot first down.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
They'll throw with May.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, New England.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Gets this complete to Butte.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Patriots.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he gets it down to the 32.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
29 yards for Ramondre Stevenson. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point now for Borregales.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The throw to the left side. Caught by Coleman. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A toss to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, May with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Patriot first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Looking to throw, May.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And a turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down, New England.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
Well, he shifts past him.
95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here's May. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Borregales now for the extra point.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker, the penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
James Cook running back out now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Motion man is Shakir.
Allen going to throw.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but getting zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And again, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Now Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This just a 24-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Nifty move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking to put a drive together.
It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
23 yards. And a Patriot 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3. Throwing here is May.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
To throw, it's May. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, New England.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The extra point now for Borregales.
And the lead is up to 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and
Looked
10.
like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Dances by him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
13 yards. First down, Patriots.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll throw with May. Gets this complete to Butte.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
To the air, May.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw.
Open man, that's Henry.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away.
Spins by.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. Allen, nifty footwork. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Shakir hauls it in. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To the air, Allen. It's caught by Coleman. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Palmer going to go in motion left. Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Allen again. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So halftime now here on Sunday Night Prime Time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team. Brandon Goddard.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A little juke.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And still fighting. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
25 yards. First down, New England.
Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Patriots.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Short pass caught by Henry.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Motion man is Shakir.
To throw, it's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand.
Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Slot man moves right. Allen going to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Davis looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Cook diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Here's May.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd down and 4.
Now Allen. And Cook has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Allen off the play fake. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Prater on to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 35, here's second down and 1. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
16 yards. And a Patriot first down.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they go play action with May.
And Diggs has it. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
To throw, it's May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And the 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing here is May.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Patriots are back within a couple of the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
May going to try to throw for it.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And the Bills getting set to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. On the return is Jones. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the draw is Stevenson. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and 9. To the air, May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw with May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
He'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's May.
Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw, May.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Allen going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Allen to throw once more. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's May. Going deep for Diggs. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Allen off the play fake. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo
touchdown. Josh Palmer with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They run once more with Stevenson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Patriots.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
From the gun, it's May.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with May.
And it's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now.
He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that, that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer because they need to come up with something. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Allen.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle to Davis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as a stopper with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
To Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.